Wael Dahdouh, Al Jazeera's correspondent and bureau chief in Gaza. He's known for his relentless reporting, his composure, and his resilience despite his dateline and the danger that comes with it. He is referred to by many in the Arab world as the voice of Gaza. On October 25th, while reporting live, Wael received a phone call. The house where his family had taken refuge, located in the Nusayrat refugee camp in the center of Gaza, was targeted by an Israeli airstrike. Soon after, Al Jazeera confirmed
استشهد عدد من أفراد عائلة الزميل وائل الدحدوح بمن فيهم زوجته وابنه وابنته في قصف إسرائيلي.
Viewers would later learn his grandson was also killed in the attack. Millions reacted to the images of Wael entering the hospital to identify the bodies of his loved ones. Since then, many on social media started asking whether this attack deliberately targeted Wael's family. To answer this question, let's look at the facts and media reports following this deadly airstrike. First, Wael and his family had already been displaced by the Israeli bombardment, and as a result of the Israeli army's call for all civilians to move south,
we are asking all the civilians in Gaza City to go south of Gaza.
Wael heeded the call, moving his family to what was described by the Israeli army as a safe area, which is where the family and many others would later be killed. But how could viewers and readers really be certain it was an Israeli airstrike? That was the tone of coverage by many Western media outlets in the hours just after the deadly incident, one of which carried this headline: "Journalist's family was killed in Gaza strike, says Al Jazeera." The article itself casts even more doubt. They cannot independently confirm the source of the blast at the house, and Al Jazeera did not provide evidence linking it directly to an Israeli strike. The next day, however, Israeli officials responded to a request for comment from the same news outlet, admitting responsibility. Their airstrike targeted what they called Hamas terrorist infrastructure, thus confirming the Israeli army was behind the attack and that all had gone according to a plan. So, it was a planned attack by Israel on a specific target in an alleged safe area. But still, this does not prove that the attack targeted Wael or his family. While some on social media jumped to that conclusion, this same question gained momentum after an Israeli TV channel broadcast a program in which the guest explicitly said that the attack targeted Wael's family. While information about the airstrike is still filtering in, it will be difficult to arrive at a conclusion in the absence of an international investigation into Israel's actions in Gaza. What is certain is that Israel has a track record of targeting journalists. The airstrike that killed Wael's family came just a few days after a UN investigation concluded that Israeli forces used lethal force without justification when they shot and killed Al Jazeera's journalist Shireen Abu Akleh. Meanwhile, a Reuters cameraman was also killed and several others injured, including 2 Al Jazeera journalists, when their press convoy was struck by an Israeli shell in South Lebanon. So far, at least 22 journalists have been killed by Israeli attacks during the war on Gaza. The attack that killed Wael's family members came just a few days after Israel's former prime minister said this about objective and balanced reporting on the war on Gaza.
If the international media is objective, it serves Hamas. If it just shows both sides, it serves Hamas. If it creates symmetry between sufferings without first checking who caused it, it serves Hamas. I know you don't mean to, but that's the result, and it's time for it to change.